Hello, I'm Max Tansky, and today I'll be showing you how to find the inverse of a function. Okay, so the problem says, find the inverse of the function f of x equals x squared minus 6x plus 3 on the interval 3 to infinity. Okay, so an inverse function is a function attained by expressing the dependent variables of one function as the independent variables of another. So basically, the dependent variables here, the dependent variable is f of x or y, and the independents are x. So you just want to rewrite it as y equals x squared minus 6x plus 3. That's so you can see the independent and dependent variables. Now, in order to find the inverse function, you have to switch them. So all the y's, all the dependents will become independents, and all the independents will become dependents. So all the y's will become x's, and all the x's will become y's. So just do the little switch. Y squared minus 6y plus 3. And then you want to solve for y, because that is still your dependent variable. You want to solve for that, and that will give you the inverse function. So you solve for this by completing the square. You see that negative 3 plus negative 3 is negative 6. So you divide that by 2, then square it, you find positive 9. So we want this number to be positive 9. So to do that, we add 6 to both sides. X plus 6 equals y squared minus 6y plus 3 plus 6. And you add the 6 to both sides to balance it out, because if you just add 6 to one side, you're changing the equation completely. If we add 6 to both sides, it still comes out to the same. So we do that, write it, simplify it, y minus 3 squared. Solve for y, we take the square root, so the square root of x plus 6 equals y minus 3. Do a little algebra, y equals 3 plus the square root of x plus 6, and there you have it. You have the dependent variable in terms of the independent variable. So then you just write it just like that. F inverse, the inverse of f of x, equals 3 plus root 3, or x plus 6. And that's it. And the reason why they have you doing it over this interval from 3 to infinity is because this only exists from 3 to infinity. And that's the only place that the inverse actually would work. So there you have it. That's how you find the inverse of a function.